All right, Roberson, I think we are officially back.
Are we now?
We are. This is the proof of okay, Mel. No, really.
We not officially back if I don't do that.
We got to be back, and you can't keep doing this. This is this is proof of love. We are the Robersons, and tonight we are bringing to you our newest. Man, you're not on the camera. You're not in the.
That's because you hogging on the
I'm
room.
not, Mel. Get in the. Now, don't push me out. We are here to interview our newest married friends. We are so excited to introduce y'all to what we just found out is their new married name. Introducing
Bread.
Bread,
Yeah.
also known as Fred and Bree.
Yeah.
Yes.
We together now. All of it go together.
That's
Whatever.
right. We Mel Mo.
Melon Mo.
Yeah,
It's
there
just
it
one
is.
word. Melon Mo.
Yeah.
We love it. We love it.
It's just one word. So we are so excited and so happy. Oh my God, we so happy for y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So I know that y'all got so much history. Mel and Fred, y'all go way back, but me and Fred go back too. So I feel like when
Well,
I
me and
got
Bree go back too.
well,
I'm trying to say you and Fred go. Me and Bree go back.
I was just saying I was so happy to have a sister. That when I got Bree, I got a sister.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I love this. So you want to kick off the questions, Mr. Roberson? Let's get on into it tonight because the people. So Fred and Bree, just so y'all know, the people that watch our show are married people, people dating, and but we are mostly trying to reach out to those who are hoping, or what was that lady said? Housewives, no husband yet, right? Those that desire to get married, but maybe even haven't met their person or are dating. And so we just here to say it's possible. And it could be somebody you know for a long time or somebody you just met. But love is happening out here and black love is real. So y'all are a perfect example of that. Absolutely. So let's get started with come on now. All that love. All that love. So go ahead, Mr. Roberson. Kick
No,
us
you
off.
pick. You
Me
pick
pick?
which one. Yep.
Okay, well, I'm feeling very great. I'm in a gratitude stage. I'm feeling very grateful right now. So I just want to ask y'all, what's the biggest blessing in life right now?
I'm gonna say each other.
Ooh.
Having a partner that you can count on that is there through all of it. We've had a tumultuous past year, if you will, and it brought out a lot in great ways, in great ways, which is how we ended up finally making it official. But I would say, I mean, for me, it's that it's having someone because I mean the world is gone mad, right?
Mad.
So
Mad.
having someone to help be that anchor, keep you grounded, kind of fight the fight with all of that for me is something that I'm incredibly grateful for in
Good.
current
Yeah.
day, present day.
I know that's right. How about you, Fred?
Yeah, tough not to concur with that, but um also it's a safety. Um I remember I was doing some therapy and and the doctor was trying to like do you make her feel safe?
Mm,
And initially you want to go, well, yeah, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But safety, and she stopped me and said, well, do you know what that entails?
mm,
And it's of course as a man naturally we safety, but it's so much more. It's security, it's your presence, it's the consistency, and more than anything, safety is her knowing I'm here. You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? 100%. And you know what I'm saying, that. And so, you know, she was actually at the little thing, and then she said, "You made her feel safe."
Mm. Oh.
Yeah, and it was strong. You know what I mean? And so that in therein lie giving me a sense of of purpose, but also gratitude, which you led with in that. That's really all I want to be, was kind of like a father and husband. But I
Mhm.
don't know if I knew that. It was
Right.
something I looked at. I didn't find out who my father was till 3 months after my mother died.
Hmm.
So, he was already passed away.
Hmm. And how old were you?
So my mother died in 2020. He died evidently in 2014. So he was 92. She died in 94. But, growing up, I always look at other men, even peers, maybe even younger. As a young child, I was definitely led to homes with mothers and fathers. My friends that had them, I spent a lot of time over with a very good friend of mine who had his mom and dad in the home. And so those are things that I realized I wanted, but didn't know how to navigate it, prior to where I am now. So to answer the question, kind of bring it around full circle, I'm grateful. The biggest blessing for me is being seen truly in that way.
Yeah.
And she made me feel safe in that way. She's always made me feel seen in a way that I didn't even know initially too. She always held me in high regard, and I didn't even know that either. That's what
So let me jump in. Let me jump in here, Fred, and talk about that, because a lot of times I think, well, in past shows, we've geared a lot of stuff towards the women or whatever, but you're bringing up some very good points. So how important is that for you to, number one, feel seen, and how does it make you feel as a Black man with everything that we contend with in the world today? Like you really dropping some jewels for women to pay attention to, right? Because it's very difficult when we don't have a safe space to land, and so how has that been for you in all of this?
It's everything. It has truly in a lot of ways even defined me in that, she said tumultuous last year. I didn't even know what she was going to say, but when she said tumultuous, I was like, tumultuous, but like,
like really?
The adjective. No. So we've been together all in all 19 years. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Sis don't even look old enough to be together 19 years. Right. Let me just say that.
Right.
Well,
It was legal when y'all got
much. Thank you so much. I receive that.
And so, we have 3 daughters, the youngest of which is our 16-year-old. And over that time frame in any relationship, you have ups and downs, if you will. Mm-hmm. But this woman here, of course, never judged me. I ain't saying it was easy either. She never judged me. And she always looked at me way more than I looked at myself. You know what I mean? She just always held me in high regard in everything she did and the way she treated me. You know what I'm saying? She really didn't really cuss me out until like about 3 years ago. And the whole that time. Like 3 years ago, she started cussing me out. I was like, all right.
Said enough is enough.
She let you have it. Well, that's a perfect segue into this next question.
So
no, just say it all together. She made me feel seen, man, in that way. She's always held me up, higher. There's a quick little thing, not to before she calls me sir. You know what I'm saying? Brad is kind of funny because she ain't in this whole 19 years, she might have said my name to me maybe less than 5 times. Okay. She calls me sir or Mr. Williams, always has, right? Wow. You know what I'm saying? And even over the time, her little joke, I'll be like, okay, Mrs. Williams, are we married? That's what she used to be saying. You know what I'm
saying? What you gonna say now, girl?
No, that wasn't a little joke, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. But look, what I mean is little things make big things.
Yeah.
I was in an environment recently, where people was kind of ill a little bit, and I was like, hold on, my lady called me sir. I ain't gonna let nobody treat, not that I require that of you, but it made me feel like, like sometimes the way people treat you, you carry yourself. That's how you comport yourself, and that's how she made me feel always with her presence.
Yeah, absolutely. I always I tell Mel that I just talk about it in general from time to time that I think that the world treats a man how he's treated at home. And in particularly a Black man, and that presence that he presents in the world comes from how he's filled up or not at home. And we as partners, really, I mean, we owe it to each other, yes, but it is my highest goal to always make sure that, yeah, his shoulders is up and his peacock is out, because I want him to be presented that way in the world.
So many ways I could take that.
Here I was.
I know what you're saying, girl. I know what you're saying.
Here I was.
Yeah, that
too.
She's talking about your pie.
Lordy. Okay, but one of the things that people like to know, because so you made it down the aisle, and yes, 19 years of on and off, and the work, right, that it takes to get to here. But was there really a moment where you almost sabotaged the love, either of you or both of you, where
intentionally or unintentionally, if you're comfortable answering that question?
Yes.
Well,
sip a little more, sister. Sip a little more.
What you did?
First of all, I've been perfect. No,
the entire time, darling.
Excuse you, sir. No, sabotage. I don't know if I would say sabotage. Okay. But there were definitely moments where it got close, and this is why I bring up the past year, or maybe year and a half.
It's been more than 2 years.
Yeah, more like a year and a half, if you will. There have been some things that I don't want to necessarily speak specifically to, but they were very trying, very challenging. And it was the first time in this 19-year stretch that I found myself saying, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this if this is going to be something that we can't move past and overcome quickly. I've put in enough. I did have a moment. Okay. I did have a moment. And I think behind that moment immediately got results.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's been nothing but growth and better and better and better and more than I even thought, truthfully. So I was like, oh, so I just had to put my foot down. No, I'm just
I should have been fed up last year.
I say that with all the jest in the world, but no, truly, yeah, we did kind of reach a moment, I think, where it was like, look.
That's funny and true, though. It is, you know what I'm saying? Like, to answer that, I guess, yeah, that was the first time I probably was scared. You know what I mean? That could be the case, that we wouldn't be together. You know what I'm saying? So, to what she said quickly, I was like, well, do it then. No, I ain't.
I know you won't say that.
No, we didn't. We're not going to put that out there like that. No, we didn't.
Oh, no, he didn't.
No, I was scared. I was scared for the first time. I did have, that trepidation. I was like, man, whoa, you wilding. It was kind of like that.
I do want to say, because, Fred, I mean, since I've known you, actually, I've known you a little bit longer than 20, but since Bree is in the picture, has been in the picture, you all are a perfect example of patience and perseverance, because I like having couples like you all on the show, because sometimes people look at me and Mo and we got married within a year, but we were already in our 40s and had experienced enough of what we didn't want to know exactly what we did want, and saw that it was enough of it here to move forward. But you all have not only been through some things together, but you have grown together. And there's something to be said about that, because a lot of times people will grow together and do so much growing that they feel that they've grown apart. But you all have really been an example of what we've been through bonds us. And, I can speak to that because, you're my boy, and, you my, hey, listen, y'all know I don't invite people over to my house. Y'all done been to my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were there.
I like just a little thing, little things make big things, right? And to start interceding things. I'll give you an example that ties in with you. The last time you were here, I needed you for an audition. And then that was a place of angst for me, because you know how they are, man. These freaking auditions, man, you like, man, we don't get a lot of them. So it's like, whoa, things just go to 10 automatically. You know what I mean? So I'll tell you two things about it. In that particular case, I had you over because I was like, man, I can't even get Riri to feel I need, woo, right? And her thing was like, just tell me and give me time. And I was like, it ain't always like that. We was kind of going back and forth about it. Excuse me. But she, when I say, hey, look, I took a step back and I listened. I say, you're right. Okay, I get it. Your schedule. That's how her brain works. She's right-brained in the mud. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay. But I said, hey, listen, this is huge for us. It's a big part of our family. You know what I'm saying? The right one of these could change our life, possibly, let's say.
Yeah.
I mean, and so then she got it. Not to mention, she got the skill set. You know what I mean? She's in the arts in that way too. And so, once we said, okay, and she said, okay, and she kind of understood where I was coming from and understood where she was coming from too. And then we bonded together over that. And so she films my auditions and man, we be booking them shits. You know what I'm saying? She cold at that shit. You know what I'm saying? She be on my nerve a little bit with the fake ass Penny Marshall, man. I'll be like, come on, man. She be like, no, I don't believe it. No. It'd be nice if you knew your lines. You know what I'm saying? But it drive me. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
man.
I just filmed the audition the other day and she was like, you sure you want that choice? What?
Exactly.
Nigga, you don't even act.
Exactly.
I am a connoisseur of good acting.
Man, I ain't mad, but it has paid off for us in those ways. And so, to add to that, it does have me out in the street in a particular way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It does have me, man, standing tall in that way, especially right now. One audition we just did, she got on my nerves so bad with it that I did it in one take. You know what I mean? It was a long ass, and I did it in one take. She got on my nerve, and I was like, man, just let's go. She's like, 3, 2. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly how she did it too. That's exactly how she did it. I
rocked out, and I'm at the Steppenwolf right now as a result of that.
Come on. And
so,
I love that you just said we did an audition.
Yeah, we did it.
Right?
And she's part of it. We're together in that journey, and it's so dope. To add to what Mel said, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's dumb fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? She's always supporting my acting, but man, us kind of tapping in together with a little bit is cool. It's extra cool.
I love that, we do have all of these things that we do together. And sometimes people are like, y'all really like to be together this much? Y'all travel together, y'all work together, y'all live together, like all these things. And I'll be like, yeah, when we apart, we be thinking, man, I should go over there. I should see what he's doing. And he's like, man, I think I'm gonna drive over there because see what you're doing. And I love that. There's so few times. I just noticed this the other day, actually. I was journaling and I was journaling we more than I was writing I.
Oh, wow.
And it just like hit me that there are so few I's in my life because we are we. And I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mo,
I've learned to embrace the we.
I love it. Okay, so since y'all been together 19 years, what is the most different about the two of you? And maybe answer for the other person. What's the most different about you than when you met?
I'm way more confident in myself. It's crazy as that sounds.
Supposed to be answering for me.
Answer for her.
Oh, what's
answer for you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Okay, in 19 years, what is different about Bree? I'd say she's more confident in herself.
Okay.
I see her confidence in a different level. I see her going. She's always been very introspective, but for her to put her feet behind, who she is and to stand on it. You know what I mean? Part of that tumultuous year too. Yeah, it's funny too when she said that. I was, you think to yourself, ooh, what I do? Like, but you know what I'm saying? We just had a tough kind of journey. That's right. Out of work, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And so it was a lot. And so for her to stand 10, toes down for herself in that way, because I know it was tough. That's part of what she was saying. How I was standing there for, but man, just to see her just stand strong in it. it wasn't even consideration, but to man be like, I'm there. What can I do in any way? You know, and to let her, like, man, don't worry about that. So we straight. You know what I'm saying? We man, it's you know, and you know, she for her to because she ain't like that. She dumb independent. So for her to believe anybody gonna do anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm only your husband. You know what I mean? And so but so that's different. She trusts me.
Yeah, that's good. So Bree, what do you think is different about him?
He is way more patient and he listens way more than he used to. Okay. And I feel like that's my favorite thing, actually, because that's all it was. For me, it was like there would be, because like he talks about me being right brain, but I really am. So it's like, I just need you to understand, and I need you to just take a minute and just like kind of get me right on certain things. And I've watched his patience completely do a 180, and I'm like, wow. And then you listen to me and you like, there are things sort of appearing and they're there and they're happening. And I'm like, I didn't even have to say, oh, this is great.
That's a learned skill though, right? For men, that's a learned skill. And it's not that, well, it's two things. I'm going to be candid.
Please.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to be candid.
I know what you're going to say.
Well, a couple things, you know, a lot of times y'all talk about things that we don't even give a damn about. And we listen. Seriously, we listen because it's important to you. So we're making what's important to you important to us. And sometimes y'all take the long way to tell a story, right? You give me every single detail of where y'all went for lunch, what you ordered, what she had on, you know, and then this was a girl that had a cute purse at the table next to you, and you said, girl, I like that purse, where you get it from. And it don't have nothing to do with the main point of the story, but you paint the entire picture for what you could have told us in 30 seconds.
That I knew. That's what I said. And all I was like, man, get to it. But I learned that's sort of part of it. You know, her getting it out and processing it out. Absolutely. And, you know, and I do it too because I realize, you know, if I got like, you know, like we'll talk about work or something, we'll have to be like, man, this mother, you know what I mean? I'm saying every day, you know, that for each other. So I learned it is a learn, like Mel said, you know, I realized, okay, it's more to it. That's the difference in us. Yeah. You know, we is cut and dry when it comes to certain stuff, you know, like even if she say something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, friends, like get gas. Okay, boom, I'm going to go get gas. All right. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you know, that's the difference. But what again, it matters, you know.
Different about me since we met.
Different about you?
That exasperated.
Well, no. So to be fair, one of the things that Mo always talks about is how she's allowed to be herself. Like I don't quiet her down. I don't compress her personality or any of that stuff. So because you get to live out loud, I don't know if there have been that many changes because you get to be your full authentic self. If I had to say a change, it's not that there's a change about you per se, but you get to experience the fullness of having a big family, and so you're more joyful.
For sure.
If I had to say that, because I got a super big family, and she got her and her mama. Like that's it. It ain't nobody else. Wow. Just them. Yeah. Except for the new family we found of yours in Kentucky.
Yeah, I found some distant relatives, but like immediate family I have not had. So I just be giddy and we sit with my in-laws and I just be so happy.
Now, that's all a part of it.
Love that.
It's all the big, like, man, mama just came downstairs. I almost say hi, mama, you know what I mean? You know,
right. She can say hi.
You know what I mean? She
and your mother-in-law, Jazzy, boy, that's my girl. She was jazzy.
She was extra jazzy. She had the handbag, the shoes, the dress.
That's your homie because we call her Mel.
Right.
I love that. Right. And to that end, thank you for including us in the very small list of people that got to celebrate your love day. And boy, we ran in there running and screaming and crying and just
Couldn't have been more grateful. Let me tell you.
Incredibly grateful.
And then straight to work.
right.
Like,
That's what friends do.
Straight to work.
That's what we do.
That whole experience, you know, that's another thing that you know, that people get to share in your joy, you know, even more so to speak. You know, one thing is like when I proposed, I didn't know we were gonna get the feedback we did, you know, even from Mel, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know people were gonna be as excited as they were. So it was, you know, quite a bill. But you know, all the things that happened and the people that were so generous to us, you know, from the facility we were at and everything, you know, that just took care of us, you know, that was so nice. And that was a big part of it. That, you know, this journey, man, people, we get to share in each other's, man, friends, family, man, blessings, you know, all the good things, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's big. I love it. You know what I mean? And also in this family, it's not a lot of men.
Okay.
You know, and I love that. And you know, even her, you know, niece, you know, has come to me and mentioned that, you know, and having been grateful for, you know, my presence, so to speak. And that's big.
That is big.
Let me talk about something real quick too while it's on my mind before I forget it, because I think society and social media puts people's personal beliefs on other people, right? And so the dichotomy of our two relationships, us 1 year in married, y'all 19 years in married, of course, different age, different time, different growth, whatever, different experiences. But I think sometimes, like when people talk about us, they're like, man, you know, my female friends will say, well, y'all got married within a year. You are proof that when a man knows, he knows, and it don't take all day. It don't, you know, if he want to be married, he gonna be married. And then I look at y'all who are definitely designed for each other and choose each other daily. But it took some time and some growth and some ups and downs or whatever for you all to get to the point where you wanted to jump the broom, right? And so I just want to point out, it's not even a question per se, but that everybody's situation is its own enigma, right? In the sense that there's no cookie cutter, it's this, then this, then this, and it happens this way. You know, some people are like, well, I'm not gonna wait that long. And then some people are like, I'm gonna wait as long as it takes because I know what I feel and they trust their gut or what have you. So I just wanted to put that out there because I in my head I hear my homegirl saying, you know, man, it only took you a year and men should be more like you. And I'm like, no, I should be more like me.
Yes.
Everybody's situation is different.
Indeed. And you right away said social media or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But we had the same sort of, man, opposite, like about time, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's sort of that, but you sort of answered it when you were framing the question in that you choose each other every day. That's the biggest thing. And I think as a couple, y'all are, yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Every day you choose each other.
Yeah.
And then when you want to do that despite, that's what make it dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I felt that was a big part for me too. I felt chose, man, which is huge, you know. You know, I had abandonment issues, you know what I'm saying? So to be chosen and then to be chosen for such a thing like a husband and a father.
Yeah.
Golly, I ran probably from stuff like that so much because not only did I not see it, but I didn't believe I could do it.
Right. So true.
And I don't know that I seen it work a lot, so to speak. So what I did see that work, you know what I'm saying, particular people that come to mind, it was something I wanted.
Yeah.
And you know, and I remember she said something real poignant one time. Right around the time when she was like, well, nigga, what you gonna do and shit, you know? Because I'm out. But even in her way, she was so sweet and nice. And she said, well, you know, there's work to doing that, but you have everything you want, it sounds like already. You know, it melted me in a crisis, you know. I was like, man, I just want to be a husband. You know, I had to find all that through all this depression.
Yeah.
You know, and get all that out of me and truly love myself, right? And she was like, you got everything you want. And I went, yeah, I do.
What else you looking for?
I'm worried about not having a father. You know what I'm saying? Not being a husband, all that shit, take care. And it's right there. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? You worry about what you didn't have, living in the past type shit.
Right.
Looking behind you instead of what's right. And she said it. And it was in a moment where, man, it was tough. Like, it was in that moment she said, I had come to the decision, So, but she also said that in that moment. So, for me to show myself approved, I got to work.
Yeah.
Even to hear her say that, now it's like, wow, that trips me out. Said I didn't know she looked at it like that. But I did though. And it paid off dividends for us all, our family, our unit, our love.
That's very sobering.
Very, very. I know I didn't want to negate answering for you what I think is different.
Oh, okay. Whenever she get off script, bro, I'll be like, oh, what's coming next? Okay.
I was trying to stick to the script because somebody's like, well, Mel did. Somebody watching right now is like, Mel didn't answer that question, but she didn't answer that for Mel.
Easy.
Right?
So what's changed the most for me, you think?
I think that you accept love far better than you did when we first started dating.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
He had such a hard time when I wanted to do things for him or celebrate him or buy him something or pay for something or, do things. And he just, no. It was almost like it made him itch. And I definitely, like now he's like got the, come on, what you got, and he lets me, I planned, birthday party for him. We were in Dallas on his birthday, and I planned a party to start it off as a surprise, and he hates surprises. And I was like, know who you married. It's a surprise.
Right.
And so I've learned to let him in on what I have planned pretty much when I've planned it though. But that's my way of showing love. That's what I really like to do, is that I put all this thought into it, and I invited these people, and I went to this place, and and so now this is what's happening. But this last year, I've noticed him take it much better than he did 4 years ago.
But that comes with trust, though, too, right? Like when you don't like something, to allow somebody to do something you don't like, you have to trust them.
Well, then there's that.
You know what I mean? And I don't like it. I still don't like it. Like, no, I don't. I love surprising people, but I don't like to be surprised.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing.
It's not the craziest thing.
I think
I'll let her let me taste some food now. I'm like, I'm not just taking not something new. I mean,
okay.
And I haven't ever. I was like, I don't eat that. I don't eat that. She's like, no, that's what you tell me. Like, no, because you never know. They be eating stuff that, But I will allow that now. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. I love
this random stuff, but you ain't eat the oysters though.
Oh. Yeah, I don't really I understand. Fred, you seem the most lighthearted and playful since I've known you in this time.
Oh shit! You don't know Fred did. He played too much.
No, let me tell you.
It's different.
She's right. I just said to somebody today at work, and I was like, man, life is great right now. Tough not to recognize that. The flow is crazy right now, you know what I'm saying? And it allows, particular freedom. You know what I mean? She just gives me a great deal of confidence, to be me, you know what I mean, in a strong way. So it just plays out and it yield the result. You know what I mean? Hey, bottom line, you want the recognition, even from your mate. You know what I'm saying? That comes from choosing every day. You know what I mean? That matters. You know what I mean? For me, I'm dumb affectionate. Bree don't. You know what I mean?
We the opposite.
Yeah, I'm the dumb affectionate one over here.
And man, we make our way, that choosing each other thing. I can't even, that's the rocket ship. That's everything. You know what I mean? And to know that somebody going to do that for you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to respect that, you know what I mean? And to be grateful for that is still cool. We still dumb giddy. Like I give you an example. So, Saturday, this Saturday just passed. It was the 22nd.
Oh my gosh.
What, babe?
Did that make 30 days?
It did.
What you do?
I just called my wife, just was saying when she was like, Anna means year. Like
yes, and so you celebrate month-versaries.
She hit me with an Anna. I was like, hey, happy anniversary, girl. We 22nd.
It's like it's not been a year yet.
I was wondering how long you was gonna go today. And she was like, Anna means year. I was like, okay, all right.
Annual cycle.
Let's talk.
Cycle.
That's all right. I stopped celebrating the month-versaries when I confused myself with the months. So when we got up around 18, 19, I was like, it's almost been 2 years. I'll check in back with it. I was like, I'm around here like I got a toddler trying to keep up with the 30.
This is coming from the same woman that every day at 6:24 p.m. she says it's her birthday because June 24th is her birthday. So she's like, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. I said, it's not. It's not your birthday. It's the 18th hour and 24th minute of the day is what it is.
Whatever.
What if it's 6 a.m.?
I do it then too. Oh, absolutely.
Hour and 24th minute.
Oh yeah.
Of the day.
And other people that have been my friends over the years know, because I got a text message tonight of one of my friends' screenshots saying it's 6:24 or 3:24. So those that know me absolutely know about this.
Yes.
I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
So for some reason I can't seem to change my question here on the screen, but if we're talking to the people that might have been dating for a while but not married, that might really identify with your story, or those that maybe are looking to date or looking to get back into dating, what would you tell them to, and Bree, I want to start with you. What would you tell them to hold on? What would you tell them to do for themselves or about themselves to get to that point? What would you say to those people?
I think I would say you absolutely have to be resolute in who you are, what it is that you want, and you have to listen to yourself and shut out a lot of that outside noise, because people who are on the outside of the situation are going to have their own opinions, their thoughts, their preferences, all of which have nothing to do with you. So it's more, one of the things I actually said to him was that I've always known that he was my person. And it's not anything tangible that you can connect to it. It's nothing you can, it's a knowing. It came from within, just kind of knowing, even when things were shaky, even when things weren't the best, it was still like this sense of like, but man, this is my, like, I know this is my person. So just sort of operating in a space where you are listening to you and you are moving forward in a way that is true to yourself.
That's dope.
That's good. That's good. Fred, how about you?
Once she decided it wasn't the onset of schizophrenia, she dug in.
I did question her voices now sometimes. Like, wait a minute, is this the right voice? Okay, do I need to get evaluated?
Is he really? Are you sure?
I'm certain. But no, really it was. And that's where I'm at with it.
And I knew that the day we met. And it was nothing he did, because he had put me in the friend zone. So surely it was nothing that he did to try to woo me.
Well, my stiff arm was
Oh my God.
But my Houdini was better, baby. I didn't put that friend zone.
For me, tell me that question one more time.
What would you tell people that's
be who you want.
Oh, we can end the whole thing right here, pack up our
we
bags
done.
and go
We
home.
done.
We're done.
Thank y'all for coming. God bless. Good
Good
night.
night. This is over.
You know, once I realized that, it not only gives you a particular freedom, but allows you to self-actualize, together.
Yeah.
You know,
For me.
I just learned this self-actualization thing, and like the prior to being able to start to achieve that comes freedom. As a part of me, people don't pay attention to on the journey of it. You look it up, it's a path to it, and the path right before is freedom. And when you're free, man, golly, it is, man, it's special stuff. But you just gotta look at yourself. So I encourage people to get in the mirror and love every inch of it.
Yep.
And then be unabashed.
Yes.
In that way.
Yeah. I literally just said to somebody right before we started this call, a younger married couple friend of mine I was talking to, and I said, you have to become your best self in order to find your person, in order to get married.
Yeah.
And in that order. And I think that the unfortunate part is that people want that shortcut, right?
Yeah. Because they're frustrated, but it's worth it. The journey is worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's everything. The biggest battle we're gonna have is with ourselves. But once you start into self, which we both do interdependent of one another, that started the growth. You know what I mean? But that's it. You gotta, man, look in that mirror and love what you see, and that'll enable you. And because energy is real.
Yes. It's all we have. It's all that's real.
You know what I'm saying? You can't fake that. And so they say you attract who you are, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
If you depressed and going through it, that's what your ass finna, bring right to you. You know what I mean? And so that's what it is. And because, and then once you're able to do that, when you're free, you can hear yourself.
Yes.
I would agree with that.
And therein, you'll never lie to yourself at that point.
Right.
You could, but it's hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna know that's what your ass doing.
Right.
And so when you free in there, then you like, okay, then you can trust yourself in that way. And the energy not gonna lie. You'll pick up on it right away. You off there as like, oh, you off that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, just like the young stiff arm act. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it won't ever lie to you. And start with yourself. That would be my answer.
Good. That's good. That's gonna be the first clip I take out of this thing and share with the people. You got to be it. That is what it is.
Yeah.
When we started sitting to write the book Love Beyond 40, we discovered that there were some things that we had done that were similar in our healing journey of previous relationships to find our best self, because we both went through the ringer. And we had to heal and then rediscover self in order to have attracted and been at where that energy was vibrating at that same day, on that same place, at that same time, to even have the circumstances that connected us. We've been in these same circles for 20 years and had not managed to be at that same vibration of place. And so I know for sure that it's the healing journey that comes before the manifestation that is what is required. And that's what we poured into this book. Literally, the first chapter is how to find him, healing, intention, and manifest a partner that you want.
Yes,
because that's the only way to make it happen.
That's the only place it can happen. And that's the only place you really wanted to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The old truth, man. You know, when someone can see you, and yo, man, it's it right here.
That's
you know what I mean? That's it allows you to fly.
Yeah.
You know?
And one of the things, Bree, before we got a few little rapid fire fun questions before we don't worry. But Bree, do you feel personally, fear? I don't want to say fearless, but do you feel more empowered in your own self because you've cemented this relationship in this way? Does it make you feel like your wings are any stronger, broader, different?
I'm going to say yes, because again, I am a Taurus. Okay. Stability means everything. So the more stable, the more I feel like I can take risks, and the more I feel like I can, jump out there, and, I'm not afraid to be myself, and just all these different things. So like stability lends to my best self, my best version of me, and being provided with that stability is everything for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I felt, that there was something, though I had been out here, being real brave for many years on my own, and it was the only way I knew. So it was all I had. And of course, I had managed to create a big career and, a name for myself. But there was something that flipped that happened when we got married, and really when we got together, because whether we were married or not, we've been together every day since the day we got together. But there was something that happened that just allowed me to feel so much more like my wings was just strong, and I could just really do anything, that I knew that there was a soft landing place for me, no matter what the risk I took and how it turned out. So that's just been, one of my favorite parts.
I got a question, especially since I got my fellow actor in here. If your life, the two of your lives together, would be a movie, what would the title of that movie be, and who would play you?
Lord Jesus.
Oh, the producer hasn't thought about this one, huh? I
gotta pass. I feel like I gotta dig a little bit deep to feel.
I got it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go. Let's hear it.
When Doves Fly, and Don Cheadle would play me.
Don Cheadle. Okay.
Okay.
Who would you have play Bree then?
That's a good question, but I'm gonna go with the Evelyn Lozada.
Oh my God!
Really?
Really?
We're gonna debut on the big screen.
No, I'm sorry.
You want to?
I'm sorry. That's not gonna work. I was thinking like Nicole Bahari or something. Like I need someone.
I like Nicole Bahari.
I need someone that can bring some things forward, because I'm a very complex individual.
Hey, Evelyn is deep.
No, she's not. No, she's not. Love her down. Love Miss Evelyn Lozada down, but no.
You said Bahari. I like that.
All right. Well, who would you pick to play Fred then, Bree?
Oh my God. Who would I pick to play you? Oh my God, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't know.
Well, for you, Bree, I would pick Michelle Buteau. You know her?
Oh my. Yes.
I would totally.
I've been thinking for her a couple of times. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
I would totally.
Up at her.
I love her. I love her.
I feel like she got all the level of personality and pizzazz and all of that.
For sure. No, I love her.
Yeah, I would
actually.
Her and Don Cheadle makes good
nobody play. Come on.
Oh my God. I don't know who I think could play you. Dang.
Wait, well, come back in the comments with an answer later. When you come up with it, come back in the comments with an answer later.
We're gonna think on that one.
Okay, so if you had a song that perfectly described your love story, what would that be?
Never Too Much.
Oh, Young Luther.
Yeah.
I'm gonna co-sign that.
Was that Big Luther or Little Luther?
That was Big Luther.
That was Big Luther. No, I would co-sign that. I think because that's actually one of our shared faves.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, man.
Every time.
And it's one of the few times that I see her sort of love me a little bit.
No, it's not.
I know that sounds weird. You married to her like one of the few times, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can see like in her eyes the love a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, and that's something but if we go back to the earlier question, that I noticed a difference in her, releasing it a little bit, the Febreze, a little more of love.
Yeah, the Febreze.
You know,
Febreze of love. Oh Lord, you are so kind of special, Fred.
Very much so. This is why I can't think of who can play him. Knowing him, like who can do this?
You might have to play yourself in this.
Yeah, you might have to do it because I don't know if anybody can embody all this here.
I'm waiting on you to say Eddie Murphy.
No.
How about Mike Epps?
Not at all.
Definitely not.
Why do you think Mike Epps?
I love Mike, but no.
I love Mike Epps. Why do you think he would play?
Yeah, he's better situational.
He's funny, and he could go with the depth. You seen that in Sparkle, and then that one where Tasha was his sister.
He got some more growing to do before he could be on your level, Fred. That's all I'm saying. All right,
so you're saying okay. So
y'all gonna come back with this. Y'all gonna be talking about this question.
No, this is about to be a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. So y'all have to record. Y'all have to turn the phone on and record the after the show so that we can see how y'all come up with the answer.
I accept that challenge.
Okay, so y'all been together, in the house, out the house, over the time. What is something that you do that ties you together? Do you have a ritual or a thing that y'all do regularly that ties you together when life gets loud?
I'm going to say it's our unwind, decompressing time. Like when we, I'm off work, he's off work, we're home, and like we first fresh in the room. It's like we just kind of dump and fall all into each other literally every day, and we talk through everything about everything. We just kind of, that's our space, that's our time, and we do it every day.
It's
so
definitely dope.
I would
it's
say
bonding.
that. Yeah.
I think it's more I wouldn't say more, but like we'll take a car ride.
Mm-hmm.
That's
even just like to the store, the gas or the that aforementioned gas. We'll go to the store, or a lot of it too, also, believe it or not, is picking up our kid from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Because we're just Uber. And so, and so, those times, it's kind of cool. We find each other in the morning, we might smoke something, you know what I mean? And laugh.
Situation.
Like for years we've been, because I think it's the car though, more so, only because
we're connected to the car.
Yeah, because over the years, she's, even as far back as I would say 2014, she was like, we just need to fucking put that camera right in the car. We just need to put it in there. She said that long ago, 2014. She was like, we should just fucking mount the camera. You know what I mean? Way before people was doing that shit. Before I don't even know if I heard the term podcast, to be honest. Maybe I have, but she was like, I'm telling you, because we'll be laughing so fucking hard, man. Tears. Yeah. Tears like a bud. You know what I mean? We just did, I think, before the show upstairs. I was heckled. She had just got my little spirit.
I love it.
It's dope.
Well, to be able to do this interview with you 32 days after your nuptials, we are the proudest and the happiest to celebrate your love, the accomplishment of the decision, and the making it happen on your own terms. And like we talked about before, our terms are what they are, your terms are what they are. And that is just to inspire, but not to show anyone the route, because everybody is on their own journey.
Yeah.
And so I look forward.
You said that earlier, both of y'all did, about how everything's, it's not cookie cutter, Mel said.
Yeah.
Every one of them is different. And so if I were to, embrace that.
Yeah.
Embrace
the joy of the journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Embrace that. Ours, our journey, however it started, whatever, it might not have been as conventional, whatever, but we definitely chose each other. I knew right away. And even in that, like she's saying, I knew right away. And I said it out loud. I was like, okay, you're going to have my kid. Okay. All right. That's what we finna do. Okay.
You told me don't run.
Yeah. I was like, don't run.
Don't run. Because you mine.
Huh.
Yeah. And that was a long ass time ago. I meant that shit though.
I know.
She's like, I know.
I'm aware.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for trusting us to
Yeah,
have.
thank y'all for real. Like, let me say thank you.
Thank
I
you
revere,
so
respect
much.
y'all, love y'all so much. I love y'all. Love that is some cool ass shit. I love the way Mel encased it in protection and value. So, me and Mel pretty cool. And I'm certain there were some people or whatever, but he, protect that. And he didn't know for he's like, hey man, I'm doing some things. I'll tell you later, whatever I'm saying. You know what I mean? When y'all was getting together, it was of value to him. It was special. And I think that's cool, you know what I'm saying, about y'all. So man, thank y'all, man.
Yes.
Well, we got, man. Thank y'all for the
Very
opportunity, man.
appreciative,
Thank you.
very
We still over the
grateful
moon right
for
now.
both of you.
We got so much love for
Stay
you.
over the moon, bro.
Stay over there.
Stay over there. We decided to go on an eternal honeymoon.
Yeah, I'm with it.
It's people that's like, oh, y'all happy now. Just give it some time. She gonna be it. She gonna be that. And I'm like, that's not my story, bro. That's
yes,
just not my story.
Yeah, man. They all unique for real. Thanks.
And Fred, I've got to figure out how to memorialize it properly. But you gave us a term when we first told you that we were dating that has stuck with me every day of my life. You said that we were spiritual doppelgangers.
Yes, absolutely.
And I mean, like, if it wasn't so long, it'd be on the inside of my ring. That's just how much I feel like that term nails who we are.
Yeah.
And it's just,
I was like, what? Wow. Exactly.
duh.
Yeah.
So
y'all couldn't have found it better. That's some cool stuff right there.
Man,
I love it, man. Y'all are people too. This is a great start of a great journey with us too. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out in that. You know what I'm saying? I won't back at the crib. I wash the dishes.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm bringing a treat. I'm bringing a treat.
It's coming up within the next 30 to 60 days.
Yes, we're gonna definitely spend some real life time. But we thank you for sharing with our people and and just being honest and transparent, because that's what this is all about. This is proof of love. Love is real. Love exists. Black love exists. And congratulations on everything that has happened and everything that is to come.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate
y'all.
Love y'all.
Love you back.
Bye.